headed to the west, and it's calling me back again. There's a pale blue sky and a northern sunset, and a place I can't forget. And you go down home when the sun goes low. Head off the highway to painted western sky. Walk down a worn path through the back door, cooking in the kitchen and the kettle is warm. Then you sit down home.
Welcome to Great Chefs of the West, a video symposium of regional cookery offered by chefs from the West and Southwest. From Dallas, Texas, an appetizer by Chef Dean Fearing. From Los Angeles, an entree by Chef Lydia Shire. From Tucson, Arizona, a dessert prepared by pastry chef Judy Yovan. And home-based cooking from the State Fair of Texas in Dallas.
The entree comes from Gardens in the newly constructed Four Seasons Hotel in Beverly Hills. Before her recent move to L.A., Chef Lydia Shire made her mark in the kitchens of some of the finest hotels in her hometown, Boston, including the Bostonian, where she was executive chef for 3 years. The entree, chicken thighs with black mustard seeds and fermented rice pancakes, was inspired by a trip to India.
This dish, chicken thighs with black mustard seeds, what I've done here is to cut off the nubby end of the chicken thigh because it cooks a little quicker, especially if you're going to leave the chicken thigh in one piece. And it's a lot easier than afterwards if you want to take the bone out before you serve it to guests. So if I just hit one nice tap, makes a nice clean cut here, and you don't have any splintered bones. Now these chicken thighs I've marinated with a little turmeric and salt. They've been here for about a half an hour or so. Okay, so once the black mustard seeds start to pop.
Black mustard seeds are sautéed in olive oil in a wok.
This I know is too high, so I'm turning that down. Putting in a little fennel, tablespoon of each, and this is a whitewashed lentil. It's called urad dal.
Urad dal is a skinned lentil available in specialty stores.
So put in some onion. It's about a half a cup of onion. And as soon as this starts to brown, we'll add the chicken.
Season with black pepper.
I'm going to add a little. I like dishes spicy. Then I'll put this in skin side down in the pan. And at this point, I'll turn up the heat a little. And what keeps this from actually burning, or the onions burning, is that you have a little water, a little salted water on the side. And every time you can sense or you can hear or see that the onions and the chicken might start to really burn, you just cool down the pan with this little bit of water, and the steam helps to cook it, along with keeping it from burning too much.
If you like heat, add any unseeded dried chilies.
Also, I'm going to add some chilies, 2 chilies that I'll just break up. Actually, 3.
While the chicken cooks, Chef Shire explains the fermented rice pancakes.
And it's just being cooked in all these beautiful spices in it. This is soaked white rice, a long grain rice, and urad dal again, which was the whitewashed lentils. It's approximately 2 cups of rice to a half a cup of the dal, and it's soaked for 6 hours. And then it's pureed in a blender with water. And then this mixture is fermented. I put it in my oven because I have a pilot light. I have a gas light in my oven, so it's kind of a warm temperature. And what fascinates me about this dish is the fact that, You know, here I'm making, or we're making pancakes, and yet we didn't open up a box of pancake mix or so. And this just shows you how you can take two ingredients and naturally ferment it and come up with a pancake.
Lightly oil a sauté pan with olive oil.
Yeah, that's coming out. You'll notice right away the little bubbles will appear. And then at this point I have a little clarified butter, which is what Indians use. They call it ghee. And it's whole butter that you boil until the milk solids sink to the bottom of the pan, and the milk itself is boiled away, and you're left with just the clear liquid, and it almost takes on a kind of a nutty brown flavor. There's no point in trying to even move this until you see the edges of the pancake get really golden brown. The proper thickness of the batter should be that once you make a pancake, you'll have to make a few trial ones anyway, and thin out the batter as you need to. But you'll see that all these little holes will appear, and if you don't have the holes, that means your batter is too thick. Okay, at this point I can start just gently loosening the edges, and it will come right off. Except what I don't want to do is to get nice and brown. So I just put a little salt. And then flip it over. The other side only needs to be cooked for just a few seconds. Kind of close the pancake up here.
Chef Shire garnishes with okra and yogurt, creamed spinach, and cauliflower.
And even though this, I've never seen a fava bean in an Indian recipe, because I was at the market the other day and I saw these beautiful beans. You know, I'm just going to sprinkle a few over. And that's kind of like what the point of this dish was that I was showing you, that I just went to the market, I saw good vegetables that I really liked, and cooked them in an Indian manner with a pancake.
There's a road headed to the west, and it's calling me back again. There's a pale blue sky and a north sunset, and a place I can't forget. You go down home when the sun goes low, head off the highway to a painted western sky. Walk down a worn path through the back door, cooking in the kitchen and the kettle is warm. Then you sit down